in it we have, most of you know, the Noah story is about the destruction of everything on earth. And then all of a sudden, I started thinking about the fact that that's really not the point of the story. The destruction isn't the story. It's really what happens at the end of the story that counts. It's the recreation of all of humanity and all of the animals and every living thing that happens after they get off the ark. It's about disaster and the response to disaster, and ultimately overcoming and moving beyond that which was disastrous. And what more fortuitous Torah portion could I be talking about in looking at this rededication of this building after disaster, after everything was broken, and looking now back and seeing that that brokenness led to incredible healing and to growth in different ways that were not expected, led to community action that really unified this community in helping us as a congregation and helping us as a community to deal with disaster, to deal with something that was really, really wrong, and to move beyond it. And here we are today, 6 years later, 5 years later, actually celebrating the fact that we're still here, unlike the people in Noah's generation. Celebrating the fact that even through the worst of times, there could be good to grow from it and through it. That rebuilding this congregation, rebuilding this building, is really about rebuilding ourselves and renewing ourselves, changing into something completely different from what we were before the disaster. And there's strength in that. There's growth in that. There's meaning in understanding how people came together and continue to work at this unendingly until today. And it's still not done. And I'm sure that Jim and Susan and others are going to continue in the process of rebuilding, of rededicating how we go from that disaster to strength, how we go from worst of days to best of days. So I've handed out there are a few copies circulating around of a prayer that I'd like to sing with you. I know that everybody doesn't have them. You don't have them. You don't know the words make up better. Okay? But what I want to do is create, it's not just about a building. It's not just about the glass. It's not just about that which was destroyed, but rather about what we do in this building. About the strength that having a Jewish center in a town like Norwich brings to this town, and brings to one another, to the community itself. And about the fact that we want to be the place, among other places, in which God dwells. That this is a holy place. That's why everybody's done all this work. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable to you, God, my rock and my redeemer. O God, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and in thanksgiving I'll be your living